Thank you all for being here today. It's a great pleasure for me to see all these smiling faces, old friends, new friendships, and the chance to work on this important problem together. Let me see. I guess I need to push this. So, I want to share a secret recipe with you to lighten things up a little bit. This is a serious endeavor. My recipe, the proposed recipe for global malaria elimination. First, line up all the key ingredients: Rotarians, community health workers, scientists, the ministries of health, community leaders, philanthropists, and, of course, ambassadors and champions. Mix them together in an oversized bowl. Female genetically modified mosquitoes. You'll be hearing about them shortly. Plasmodia, several types in various life stages. Liberal portions of insecticide-treated nets. R21 vaccine. Diagnostic devices and medicines, and baked together with sufficient data, funding, and distribute in many villages while dancing CHWs, children and pregnant women watch the pot come to a boil and sprinkle with some social media appropriate to the cultural setting before serving. So I'm going to talk a little bit about RAM Global, which stands for Rotarians Against Malaria Rotary Action Group. I'm the chair. I've been an infectious disease doctor and public health physician for about 40 years, and I'm passionate, obviously, on this subject, which I'm trying to share with you today. I'm one of the leaders of the Wacom Global Grant in Kenya as a Rotarian from Aspen, Colorado Rotary Club, and also Carbondale, a nearby community. And my hobby is malaria philately. Now, if you aren't familiar with philately, that's a postage stamp collector. And I'm going to show you some of those in a moment. Patrick Chizanga already spoke about the power of Rotary. Over 40,000 clubs, 1.3 million volunteers. It's the world's largest service organization. And we all know that polio has diminished significantly and is nearing its end. We don't know how long it will take, but certainly we support the completion of getting rid of polio on Earth. Now is the time to build a world united against malaria. This was one of the early stamps put out by the U.S. government Postal Service in 1962. It has the World Health Organization symbol for their malaria eradication program that was started then. Here's more of those stamps that I was speaking of. Before email, folks wrote letters, and in the 1960s, over 120 countries produced about 580 malaria stamps, and some of them are in my collection. In 1960, RI and the World Health Organization co-sponsored a malaria conference in Santiago, Chile. You can see the wheel in the middle of the slide, and that was quite successful in organizing the philately aspect of malaria, which is right now not very active. So malaria focuses on all 7 areas in the Rotary areas of focus. And water and sanitation, of course, we talked about stagnant water being a breeding ground for the larva of the mosquito, economic and community development, maternal and child health, supporting the environment, basic education, disease prevention, and peace and conflict prevention. We overlap with all of these. Rotary action groups, I have a piece of wrong information here. RAM Global is one of 26 Rotary Action Groups, not 25. It was begun in 1994. It's free to join. Our monthly newsletters go out to about 8,000 people. We have a large number of volunteers globally focused on malaria projects, and members don't have to be in Rotary. So besides supporting this event, what do we do? So we built this. Gabriel, who is here, I should say, really helped us build this banner, which is the whole smorgasbord, but maybe a bit incomplete, not quite whole, of various activities that we're involved in. And you've heard about quite a few of these already. So out of this clutter, find simplicity from discord, find harmony. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Albert Einstein said that. And as you can see, I'm trying to push this tower up. We cannot do this alone. This is a team effort. So I've personally been involved with malaria for quite some time, and the Rotary involvement in malaria, we've already heard about the projects in Zambia, the program of Scale, and now the Rotary Healthy Community Challenge. You'll be hearing more about that this afternoon. RAM Global itself has grants in many countries now, and there's a big grant called WACM, the Western Alliance of Kenya Against Malaria, that's in progress, and you'll hear about more on that this afternoon. So the cornerstone of our efforts are community health workers who deliver compassion, dedication, education, and expertise to the last kilometer, whether it's bed net distribution, rapid diagnostic tests, vaccines, bicycles, rain gear. We will focus on innovative solutions to ensure a robust community health ecosystem. We will transform like a tiny baobab seed, less than 4 millimeters in diameter, into a grand baobab tree. Those trees can hold 140,000 liters of water and live up to 2,500 years. And we are nurturing growth and resilience in the fight against malaria for generations to come. To transform this small seed into this great tree requires resources, especially youth, and time to thrive. So here's a list. We aren't going to go over all the grants that we've had in the last year and a half, but we've been working hard in many places. Last year, we had a malaria tour with 18 Rotarians from around the United States come to Africa. We have 2 or 3 participants who came from America and are here today. Learning about malaria, engaging local Rotary groups, and promoting community health promoters. RAM Global promotes service, education, and fun. As you heard in Malaria 101, there's a lot of different areas that need to be concentrated on, and I've got it here from a group of community health workers down to the parasite inside the red blood cell.
Haya, tutafute, alisati. Tafuta. Chini. Kwa ukuta. Ndio hiyo. Tafuta. Shika. Zungusha. Uwa.
Semeni waka.
So WACM is not the only way to get rid of malaria, just so you know. Carol Nelson is with us today. She has a project in Sierra Leone. 95% of fatalities are in Africa. This is a photo she provided to us. RAMG supports the malaria workers or warriors on the ground. We have mosquito net programs. We have draining stagnant water, picking up trash, larvicide spraying, antenatal prevention, uncomplicated malaria treatment, We're working on developing a program to bring vaccines to kids in several places, and micronutrients. This is Josephine Oribo on the left of this banner. This was a camp that we had last year when we brought the Rotarians there. She's the president of the Kakamega Rotary Club. I hope you all meet her today. So we must all come together to eradicate malaria in our lifetime. RAM Global is dedicated to fostering sustainable change through engagement and collaboration between the various groups working in Rotary, the private sector, NGOs, foundations, and various ministries of health, and the growing legions of youth advocates in Africa. By leveraging our extensive network with the power of Rotary, we will have the opportunity now to chart the path to zero malaria. The road ahead holds many bumps, but we are people of action. Keeping up the momentum and working together creates a powerful force to achieve zero malaria throughout the world. Thank you all for being here and for your support.